name is Cassie McGee, and this is my persuasive speech. Today I'm going to talk about the 2017 antibiotic laws. Since it is now 2017, they already started in effect. They started in effect after January 1st, 2017. As said in the Messenger, which was one of the articles that I read about this. I want to start off talking about how it's going to affect the farmer and how it's going to hurt him dramatically. And it's going to hurt him financially first off, because it's going to hurt him financially because of how much it costs to get a vet out there to the farm. With these antibiotic laws, I'll give you a little background story on it. Farmers are not allowed to vaccinate or give feed additives, weight gainers, anything like that to their animals. Now this has already been in effect in swine already prior to 2017, so it's not really new into the swine industry, but it's something that the beef industry, chicken industry and all that are really going to have to make some adjustments with. But how it's going to affect the farmers financially, it's going to affect them through the cost of how much it takes to get a vet out there to the farm. Because usually farmers, we usually for our cattle, because I have experience with this, we usually vaccinate a herd of them. If we see one of them comes down with something, it is just easier for us to vaccinate all of them just in case. Say if they had just something like blackleg, foot rot, just something like that. We usually just vaccinate them for that, like the whole lot of them. But now we have to get a vet out there. We have to check every single last one of the herd in the herd. So it's going to cost a lot more money for us, especially for the vaccinations. And it's going to cost a lot for us to keep them longer, because the longer we have to keep them, the longer we have to feed them before we get to sell them. This goes into how much time it takes for us to actually feed them and get them to where they need to be to sell. Usually we give weight gainers to our, we give what's really called antibiotic feeding our antibiotics, antibiotics in our feed. And it's to help, we use it for cattle to help gain weight so we can get them in the sale barns faster so we can make more money. But because of these antibiotics getting taken out of the feed, we're not able to sell them as fast, which means we have to spend more money for feed to feed them to get them where they need to be, and it takes just a lot longer process. And that's another way it's going to really hurt the farmer. And another thing that's going to really hurt the farmer is not being able to vaccinate them ourselves, and not being able to keep certain vaccinations on the farm with us, because now instead of just being able to go and buy some of the antibiotics we need over the counter, we have to specifically go to the vet or have the vet come out, and she can only give us enough for that one cow or one chicken or whatever we're using it on. And that's one thing that's going to be a big problem for us in the future, is because we can't just keep what we need on the farm. As it says in the Messenger, which I taught earlier, was one of the articles I read. It says the new rules require the antibiotics used in the feed or the water for livestock will require a veterinarian inversion first. It says after January 1st, 2017, farm storage of antibiotics will be allowed only for these prescribed periods. So that's what I was kind of talking about earlier, was there's only a certain period of time. There's only so much you can give that the veterinarian will give you for one animal or two animals, or however long, or for however many. So we can't keep on. We can't just go to the drugstore or anywhere and get the antibiotics we need for our animals anymore. It says with any excess amounts having to be discarded. So any extra we have to get rid of. Anything over we have to get rid of. We can't keep it for another animal or such, anything like that. Prior storage of non-farm antibiotics will fall under these restrictions and require VFD for feed or prescription or for water, as before the use of 2017. So basically, all of this is saying that prior to 2017, we could keep all that, but anything that we have now, we can't have it anymore. Like we had to throw it away or get rid of it. But that's just, this is my persuasive speech outline for the 2017 antibiotic laws. Thank you.